Have you ever observed how your feline friend reacts to water? From the aloof tabby who treats every puddle like a perilous ocean to the adventurous Maine Coon diving headfirst into a tub, cats have intriguingly diverse reactions to water. This tale of cats and water is steeped in history, dictated by evolution and influenced by science. Yet it's not all set in stone. With a touch of understanding and patience, we can reshape our feline companions' water experiences. Join us as we unravel the truth behind cats and their fascinating relationship with water. To understand our domestic moggies' behavior towards water, we must journey back to their ancestors. Let's trace our feline friends' lineage back to their evolutionary roots. Domestic cats, or felis catus, as they're scientifically known, originated from the Near Eastern wildcat around 9,000 years ago. These wildcats, native to arid regions like deserts, were accustomed to a dry, water-scarce environment. Water, for these creatures, was a rare resource, not a commonplace element in their daily lives. Living in such environments, these wildcats had adapted to get their necessary hydration primarily from their prey. They had little to no need for standing water. This adaptation over generations has shaped the relationship between cats and water. Now, let's fast forward a few millennia. As humans began to settle and farm, these wildcats were lured by the abundance of rodents. And thus began the symbiotic relationship between humans and cats. The cats kept the rodent population in check, and in return they were allowed to share in the humans' shelter and, over time, their affections. As these wildcats began to cohabit with humans, they gradually evolved into the domestic cats we know and love today. However, despite their domestication, cats have retained many traits from their desert-dwelling ancestors, including their minimal need for standing water and their instinctual aversion to it. It's important to note that this instinct is not based on fear or hatred of water, as is commonly believed. It's more about unfamiliarity and the discomfort that comes with it. Imagine being plonked into a completely alien environment. You'd likely be a little wary too, right? So our domestic cat's seemingly odd behavior towards water is, in fact, a survival trait passed down from their desert-dwelling ancestors. It's a testament to their adaptability and the incredible journey they've made from the wilds of the desert to the comfort of our homes. As we can see, the roots of our domestic cat's behavior lie deep in their ancestry. The next time your cat gives you that wide-eyed stare as you fill the bathtub, remember, it's not about fear. With patience and understanding, you can help your feline friend become more comfortable around water, but that's a topic for another scene. Did you know that not all cats dislike water? Some breeds even enjoy a good swim. Yes, you heard it right. The world of feline water affinity is a spectrum, not a binary. And today we're going to explore this fascinating variety. First, let's meet the Turkish Van, often dubbed the swimming cat. Originating from the Lake Van region of Turkey, these cats have historically been known to swim in the lake's cool waters. Their unique water-repellent coats make them excellent swimmers, and many Turkish Vans don't shy away from a good splash. On the other hand, we have breeds like the Persian with their long, dense fur. A Persian cat's coat can become heavy when wet, making them uncomfortable and less inclined towards water. It's not that they have an inherent aversion to water, but rather their physical characteristics can make the experience less enjoyable. The Maine Coon is another breed that often breaks the cats hate water stereotype. Maine Coons have a water-resistant coat and tufted paws, which historically served them well in the wet New England climate. These cats are known to be curious about water, sometimes even displaying a playful affinity for it. But let's not forget the Sphinx, the hairless wonder. With no fur to weigh them down, Sphinx cats are more likely to enjoy water. Their lack of hair means they get dirty easily, and as such, they are often more accustomed to regular baths. And then there are breeds like the Siamese, which are somewhere in the middle. While not known for their love of swimming, many Siamese cats are fascinated by water and may enjoy playing with a dripping faucet or pawing at a ripple in their water dish. It's important to remember, though, that every cat is an individual. Even within these breeds, you'll find cats that defy the norm. Some may love water, others may prefer to observe it from a safe distance. What matters most is understanding and respecting each cat's unique preferences. So it's not a one-size-fits-all when it comes to cats and water. Rather, it's a beautiful and diverse spectrum that reflects the incredible individuality of our feline friends. Let's dive into the science behind why some cats dislike water and why others enjoy it. First, let's look at the sensory aspects. Cats are creatures of habit and comfort, and water disrupts both. When cats get wet, their fur becomes heavy, clinging to their skin and making them uncomfortable. Also, the sensation of water can feel quite strange to them, especially if they're not used to it. Now, let's consider the physical reasons. Cats have evolved to be very clean animals, spending a significant portion of their day grooming themselves. Their saliva not only cleanses, but also helps regulate their body temperature. When water interferes with this process, it can create a sense of unease. Moreover, cats' fur is designed to repel water, providing insulation and protection. When this fur gets soaked, it loses its insulating properties, making cats feel cold and vulnerable. This is especially true for breeds with thick, dense fur. But what about the smell? Cats have a highly developed sense of smell, about 14 times stronger than humans. Water, especially chlorinated water, has a strong odor that can be off-putting to cats. Moreover, cats use scent marking as a way of communicating. When water washes away these scents, it can disrupt their communication and territory boundaries. On the flip side, why do some cats enjoy water? Well, it's not as common, but some cats can be quite fascinated by the moving water, especially if introduced to it at a young age. This fascination can be traced back to their hunting instincts. The movement of water can mimic the movement of prey, triggering their predatory instincts. Certain breeds, like the Turkish Van and the Maine Coon, are known to enjoy water. This affinity could be due to their ancestors living in areas with high rainfall or near water bodies, leading to a genetic predisposition toward water. As we see, the interaction of cats with water is a complex blend of biology and instinct. Wondering how to make bath time less stressful for your cat? We have some tips. It's important to remember that cats are creatures of habit. Dramatic changes, like a sudden dunk in the tub, can be very stressful. So let's talk about how to gradually introduce your feline friend to water. Firstly, start small. You don't want to fill up a tub and toss your cat in. Instead, start with a shallow sink or basin. Let your cat explore this new environment at their own pace. You can even place their favorite toy in the water to pique their curiosity. Next, use positive reinforcement. Cats respond well to rewards. If your cat shows interest in water or behaves calmly during bath time, reward them with a treat or their favorite toy. This will create positive associations with water and make the experience less daunting. Thirdly, make sure the water temperature is just right. Cats have a higher body temperature than humans, and they prefer their water a little warmer. Room temperature is a good starting point, but feel free to experiment to find what your cat likes best. Another tip is to use a gentle spray or a washcloth instead of pouring water directly onto your cat. This is less invasive and can make the experience more enjoyable for your feline friend. Lastly, be patient and understanding. This is a process, and it's okay if your cat is not comfortable with water right away. It's important not to force the situation. Instead, let your cat set the pace. Over time, they may come to enjoy or at least tolerate their encounters with water. Remember, every cat is unique. What works for one may not work for another. Take the time to understand your cat's preferences and comfort levels. Patience and understanding are key to a happy bath time. At the heart of our journey into the world of cats and water is one key principle: respect. We've traversed the sands of time, exploring the evolution of our feline friends from desert-dwelling ancestors to the diverse breeds we know and love today. We've delved into the science behind their reactions to water and shared practical tips on making water experiences less stressful. But the most important takeaway is this: every cat is unique with their own preferences and quirks when it comes to water. Some might be born swimmers while others prefer to keep their paws dry. And that's perfectly fine. What matters is understanding these preferences and creating a safe, stress-free environment for them. Whether your cat is a water lover or a waterphobe, remember to always respect their preferences and provide a safe environment for them to explore.